All right, guys, we are back with top 4 Edison Format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Henry on the left playing Kristyasworn Vs Mergim on the right playing like a Chaos Lightsworn, a Twilight deck. This tournament was 3 rounds of Swiss, cut the top 8. They both went X1 in Swiss. So Henry went first, set a monster. Now Mergim activates Charge, Mills Trag, Arcus, and Heavy. And looks like he's going to search Lumina. Now Henry's got 4 wins on the channel, while Mergim's got 1. So we'll see who will get back to the finals. Actually, Mergim made the finals the last time he showed up to the local, so we'll see if he can go back to back. Actually, also Lightsworns have made the finals, I think, 2 in a row. Yeah, so we get kind of a guaranteed Lightsworn for the 3rd tournament in a row in but the last 2 times like a pure Lightsworn deck. So anyways, pretty good hit by Mergim that Henry set Raikou turn 1 and summon Arcus back with Lumina. So let's see what Henry milled. He milled Jane, Herald of Orange Light, and Necro. And now Mergim mills DD Crow, Card Trooper, Jane, and JD, and a Wolf. And here comes Trap Dustshoe. Oof. All right, let's see Henry's hand. Kristia, Lila, Beckoning, Foolish, Cold Wave. So returns to Lila. Yeah, man, Dustshoe just wins games. I lost. I was YCS Anaheim this weekend. 2 of my losses, I got Dustshoed. It's just such a game-winning card. Especially when they open it early. And, alright, let's see. What will Henry do? Double Kristia, Cold Wave, Beckoning, Foolish. So he's going to Foolish the Wolf. Yeah, that Kristia's dead. He's only got 1 fairy in there, so... Now he's going to Foolish Wolf. I was wondering if he had like another DD Crow in his hand, but he doesn't. So he Foolishes the Wolf, activates Wolf, attacks over Lumina for 11. So we're at 8. What are we at? 68 to 69. Does he set the Beckoning here? Will it matter? I mean, he has no way to mill him. He might have to grab back his Orange Light or his Raikou just to get milling. So I'm wondering if he's going to set the Beckoning. Now, in Henry's previous top 8 match, apparently he made some illegal moves, but Henry hasn't played in months, so I'm sure he's going to watch his matches and figure out where he went wrong. All right, so here comes Allure. See, I like splashing Allure in like non-pure dark decks, but sometimes I draw it dead. Like I've tried like a frog deck with like multiple junks and Kai's battle faders with Allure, but sometimes the Allure is just dead. Anyways, here, but it paid off here. He got his Dark Arm, banishes the dead Dark Arm from his hand. So he Foolishes Wolf. So he's got 2 Wolves. I mean, you know all of Henry's cards. So if I'm Mergim, I try to end the game as quickly as possible. So he hits with the Wolf and the Necro. And sorry, not the Necro, the Wolf and the Arcus. And Henry decides not to use the Necro Garner, leaving himself at 35. And he needs to mill 2 during the end phase for Arcus. Mills Lila, and gosh, they both mill Necro. Must be nice. I always, whenever I play Necro Garner, it's always in my hand. I always have to discard it for Greffer. Okay, so here comes Trooper. Mills Celestia, double back. So triple Beckoning. Oof. I don't know about that one, man. Triple Beckoning? Most you see people play is 2. You hardly ever see anyone go with a full 3 copies of Beckoning. But let's see. What will he do here? Will he attack over the Arcus? Yeah, so he attacks over Arcus. Now, Mergim's got his Necro Garden in there, and he blocks the Card Trooper attack. Now, who am I rooting for? I'm always rooting for somebody. And definitely Henry. I want to see Kristyasworn. I'm just a big fan of the deck. I would love to play it myself, but I just think it's too inconsistent. That's like it's a deck that I would play at locals, but I don't think I'd have the guts to play at a big event. Just because of the consistency. So here comes the Chaos Sorcerer. Oh yeah, this is looking. I mean, could he? I guess he couldn't OTK him because of the Necro Garna, so it makes sense to just banish the Card Trooper. And now he summons Honest. Could he have gone for game and not banished the Trooper, but are you afraid of what he's going to draw? I guess you're afraid of him, but yeah, I guess you're afraid of him drawing something, but I probably would have gone for... Knowing myself, I probably would have gone for Gate. Yeah, because Henry's hand is awful. Unless you're afraid of... What could he draw, though? Off the card trooper. That'll keep him in the game. Gores is like the only thing. So Henry charges, mills Honest, Lila, and Lumina. So who will get to the back to the finals? Mergim. I don't know how many times Mergim. I know Mergim, again, he made the finals of the previous Edison tournament that he entered. He got second place. So I think Henry's been in the Mergim has been in the finals like twice. I think twice. Maybe there's a third one that I don't remember because I don't remember who got second place. I only remember first. I actually write down whoever got first. Plus, you can go check out I have playlists on the channel for the finals for each format for Edison, Tengu, and Hat. If you want to go back and rewatch all the finals that have ever happened on the channel. And here comes Beckoning. Discards double Kristia, Cold Wave, and Honest. Is there a way for him to drop the Kristia? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, he has 4. So he grabs back Lumina and Kristia, and so he's at 12. Lumina, Kristia, and Jane. Oh, but you know Mergim has Honest. I don't think you can play around the Honest, so I think he's trying to find a way to where he can grab back Orange Light or Honest, but he can't. Not and drop Kristia at the same time. I don't think so. I mean, what can you do? You can go Lumina, pitch the fairy, bring back whatever. Yeah, I don't see how. I don't think there's a way he can get both. Like, yeah, there's just no way. Maybe you're better off not focusing on the Kristia and just grabbing. What was the play here with the 3 cards in hand? I can't think of it in the moment. What was the right play here? I guess the goal is... Oh, no, did he have 4 cards? Okay, if he has 4 cards, what's the play then? This is tough. Maybe you guys watching it, pause it. I just can't think. Like, he's not in an easy spot. So he decides to normal summon Jane. Drop Kristia. I guess grab back Honest. Okay. And then attack over Chaos Sorcerer, probably. Yeah, attack over Chaos Sorcerer for 5. And then Jane hit over... Try to crash with the Wolf. Or attack over Arcus. Yeah, there's nothing Henry can do. He's just going to Honest you for game next turn. No matter who you attack over, whether you attack over the Wolf or the Arcus. Yeah, there's nothing he can do. Can he have maybe summon his monsters in defense mode? I guess that would buy him a turn. Like if he were like to just drop Kristia in defense mode. But then he just... Yeah, I guess that's really like all he could have really done was stall, right? Drop Kristia in defense mode, set a monster... But that doesn't do much. Attacks. And then, yeah, Honest. Yeah, the only thing I see he could have done was maybe drop Kristia in defense mode. Set a monster. That way he doesn't, die that turn. But Mergim takes game 1 win away from going back-to-back finals. Was he in the previous finals? I know he was in the finals the last time he was there. But some people don't show up to every local, so... But I'm pretty sure his was the last finals. What was the last finals I uploaded on the channel? It was for Edison. It was... Where is it? Yeah, it was Mergim. Mergim versus Nate. He lost to Nate in the finals. Anyways, so Henry goes first. Summons Lila. Mills Lumina, JD, and Necro. They both mill Necro again. Wow. Again, this is crazy. Whenever I play Necro in my deck, it's always glued to my hand. I never mill it. Alright, so here comes Lumina from Mergim. Activates Lumina's effect. Discard Aaron. Bring back Lila. So... Will you crash the Lila? Does he have Honest? So Lila tries to crash. Now it's up to Henry. Will he necro this Lila? So he is going to honest over the Lila. Yep, honest over Lila for 17, and now Lumina will probably hit him for 1,000 unless if you're afraid of Gores. But no, he's not, so he attacks over for 1,000, so 53 AK. He has Necro Engrave, 1 Honest Con, Mills Heavy, Arcus, Dark Arm, Green Carnation, Garoth, and Foolish. Henry just drew a Raikou. Alright. So here comes Foolish for Wolf. I don't think oh, Crow. Yes. Crow's okay against Lightsworn. I don't know if I told this story. I remember one time I was playing against Mergim, and I was like going for game against him. I had a face-up Royal Oppression. He had a set monster, and it was Raikou, and he milled 2 wolves. Yeah, he milled 2 wolves against me to stay alive, and then either Heavy Storm or Cold Waved me and dropped JD and came back and beat me. I was like so frustrated. That loss just stings in my memory. I'll never forget it because I was going for game. And he had to mill 2 wolves in order to live. And he milled 2 wolves. And then Cold Waved me. And then, well, speaking of Cold Wave, Cool Wave. And, ooh, okay, that saves him some time. Yeah, I like Threatening Roar against Lightsworn. So he chains Threatening Roar to Cold Wave. Now, let's hope they remember that they can't activate spells and traps or set anything for the rest of the turn, because I've seen people make that mistake. So he can't attack, so he's counting his deck, probably afraid of decking out. I'm going to mill 6 cards right here. Does he have more plays? End phase, mills 6, mills Kel Sorcerer, JD, Raikou, Avarice, Jane, and Solar Recharge. Passes back to Henry. I don't think we're not going to have a problem this game, but with them setting cards under Koi, because Henry's got all monsters in his hand. So he attacks Lumina with Lila. Now is he going to drop the Honest and call priority? Come on, Henry. Henry, pull off the Legacy 2-0, man. I want to see you back in the finals. He's debating this long about dropping the Honest. How many cards? Mergim's got 2 cards in hand. Oh, he's got double Honest. Okay, I see. So he's gonna drop the first Honest, and now Mergim chains his Honest, which Mergim's gonna lose in this situation. I know they got into a discussion over this, Honest versus Honest, but it's like, it goes, I think, like, turn player will be Chainlink 1 if you call priority. I know they tried to get into some, like, damage step versus damage calc when you drop in the Honest, but from what I was told years ago, it's like whoever's attacking turn player can call priority to drop it in damage count, and his should always be Chainlink 1. He should always win. Now, some people try to get you, like Donnell. He's famous for doing this. Anytime he plays Honest in his deck and he faces someone who doesn't know the way the damage cow works, he tries to get his opponents that way. This is Yu-Gi-Oh, man. All right, so they're arguing over this Honest thing. You can see. I remember I was there in the local as well. I was in top 4. I was in the other top 4 match, which that match will be up here soon. And I remember they were discussing the Honest thing. Honest versus Honest. That's why we're kind of having a pause here in the middle of the game. And you can see Henry trying to explain it. Now, as far as some of the stuff that happened in Henry's previous match, like he apparently used Lumina's effect while he didn't have a Lightsworn in the grave. Someone said in the comments that in Edison you still can use Lumina's effect even if you don't have another Lightsworn in the grave. I don't know. I need to refresh my memory on all these things. And then the Celestia with Garoth, do you mill? I've never played Lightsworn. And honestly, it's not a scenario that scenario hardly ever comes up. Like, I don't think it's ever come up when I faced Lightsworn, where I have a Garoth and Tribute for Celestia. Now, Donnell, I'm surprised he didn't know. Donnell should know these things. He's always complaining to me about when I don't know stuff, but hey, it's whatever. All right. End phase mills Book, Solar Recharge, and Aaron. So yeah, Mergim should have an Honest in his hand. He kind of wasted his there. It's unfortunate for him. Might cost him the game. So he's going to declare the attack on Lila. Now Henry's got the other Honest. So yeah, what I was told is just you ask your opponent if they're going to pass priority. But now Mergim sets a monster. But he had Necro in there too. If he had Celestia, maybe he should have blocked. Yeah. Henry's kind of getting punished here. Because he could have blocked, tribute for Celestia, and then been in a heck of a position. Now he drew a second Celestia. That's what happens, man. You make one small little mistake. I was actually talking to Frazier at Anaheim this weekend about this, and apparently he, like, his first loss or second loss, I can't remember, in the Time Wizard tournament, he told me he made like a small mistake. I can't remember what it was, but then he was like in complete control of the game, but he made like one small mistake, and his opponent just started top decking back to back to back, and Frazier ended up losing. It happens. I don't know why. It just happens that way sometimes in Yu-Gi-Oh. And I think here is kind of like a perfect example of that, where like I think maybe Henry should have protected the Lila and then Celestia'd him. All right, so come on. So what's your play now? See, you're gonna set now. Let's say if Henry Honest or uses a Necro on the Lila, would Mergim have set the Raikou? We'll never know on that one. So he's gonna Raikou the monster. I mean, you saw like Beckonings and T-Roars, so you're not too afraid of Henry's back row. So yeah, you definitely go for the monster here. And trying to bluff Orange Light, maybe. So here comes Allure, Wolf. Oh man, Mergim be milling those wolves. Summons Lila. Now, is he afraid of his back rows, or is he just gonna hit him with everything? Remember, I told you guys one time I was playing Mergim and he milled those. I think what happened was I had like oppression up, and I couldn't oppress his wolves because he's in the damage step. And I was like in complete control of the game, and then he just goes Cold Wave. While I was going for game, and then the two wolves saved him, and then he goes Cold Wave, JD, and I lost shortly after that. I think because I solemned, or I think that's why I lost, because I solemned something early in the game. I think maybe it's like a solar recharge, and I think that's why I lost. This is why people are cutting solemn. Anyways, it looks like Mergim is going to crow the JD, and Henry's going to chain Beckoning. Or sorry, he goes Beckoning, and then Mergim chains Crow, but Beckoning doesn't target, so at least he's not going to grab back JD, so it kind of hurts Henry a little bit. So Lumina, he's deciding what he's going to grab back with Beckoning. But if you can deal with Mergim's board, he's only got one card in his hand. So if I'm Henry, I would look and see like what's gone. Like, what cards do you have left? Like, what did you mill? Double JD, Dark Arm, stuff like that. Chaos Sorcerer. Heck, Mergim might deck out. See, it's another thing I would look at. Okay, how many cards are left in your deck? Because he's going to draw for turn, and if you can maybe keep the Lila on the field somehow, he might just deck himself out. You have Necrogardener too? We'll see. So, Henry summons Lumina, discards Raikou. And does he have a wolf in there, or do you just grab Jane? Just grab Jane and try to crash with wolf. Yeah, Jane try to crash with wolf, attack over Raikou and wolf. Instead, he's gonna run over the Lila. See, this is one thing where I would have like looked and seen how many cards he had left in his deck, because maybe he could have decked him out. End phase mill 5. Passes back to Mergim. Now, Henry still got that Necro. I think Mergim used his Necro. Henry still has not used his. So he attacks over Lumina, and Henry picks up his graveyard right away. Finally removes the Necrogardener. He has Honest, so Mergim didn't do anything. I think this is game, right? This should be game. Checking his graveyard for Necro's gone, so you don't have to worry about Necro. All right. Celestia, or did he get rid of the Celestia? Lumina effect. Discards Honest. Great brings back Lila. Okay. What else does he have? Does he have a... Okay, attack, crash, 1,017. Oh, he had the Gores. Now he orange lights the Gores. Okay, that's why he didn't use the Celestia. I see. He was saving it for the orange light. Okay. That makes sense. So maybe this is why he didn't Necro earlier. He was saving the Celestia for orange light, but... Me, I probably would have dropped the Celestia. That's just me. I'm not saying it's correct, but... Yeah, I probably would have dropped the Celestia. So game 3, Henry versus Mergim. Will Henry pull off the Legacy 2-0 and get back to the finals? Again, Mergim is trying to get back-to-back. Trying to go back-to-back finals. So Henry passes on his first turn, but he had T-Roar and double bottomless. He's probably anticipating that's a set Raikou, so he doesn't want to set anything. Probably not until he can summon a monster to attack over the Raikou. But here, a Mergim Foolish's Wolf. Attacks for 21. I don't think Henry plays Gores or anything like that. So 59 to 8,000. Now he passes back to Henry. Did Henry finally draw a monster that can run over that set Raikou and then set like his back rows? We'll see. So now he's going to set 3. I think he's going to set double bottomless and T-Roar. So that way if Mergim snipes... I mean, you could have also just set the T-Roar, but this comes down to what do you think Mergim is going to do? Is he going to flip the Raikou? Now you know he's going to flip the Raikou. He's hoping it hits the... Okay, so that was the best case scenario for Henry, that he sniped the T-Roar with Raikou. Oh, Celestia! Effect. Hit both. Is he going to orange light it? You got to pay the cost, though. Yeah, it's Cold Wave, Reasoning, Honest, and... That's the 5th Necro that's been milled this match. I'm telling you guys, Necro, maybe it's the duel. Maybe I need to see what Necro Garner these two guys are using, because when I play Necro Garner, that thing is just glued to my hand. Okay, so he attacks with Wolf. Oh, I think Henry's hand's pretty bad. Yeah, I think he's got a Wolf, and here comes Heaven. That might be GG right there. Yeah, he's getting blown up. He's got a Wolf in his hand. If it's Wolf Celestia, he's going to chain Beckoning. Okay, it was Wolf JD. I thought it was Wolf Celestia. Krystia and Orange Light, but I guess this will stop a play. So if Mergim does anything, you'll like Orange Light him. Like if he tries to make a play with Lumina or something. He's at 59. Yeah, Henry's trap lineup is weird. Okay, so he could have orange lighted the Crow, but it's pointless because he's going to drop the Dark Arm anyway. But this is still not game. Oh, no, now it's game. That is GG. Attack, attack, attack. So congrats to Mergim. This is back-to-back finals for him. Actually, the 3rd finals in a row for Lightsworn. But Lightsworn have gone 2nd place the past 2 tournaments. And I think they won game 1 both times. Yeah, they did. They got Legacy 2-0'd. 2 finals. So we'll see if Mergim can end that losing streak for Lightsworn in the finals. Hope you guys enjoyed this match, and check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, one word, all caps. Yep, I'll see you guys next time.